Hey, it's Rhonda. Thought I would pop on tonight and I would give you a haul video from my shopping at Plato's today. I usually try to hit all of their 90% off. Yes, you heard it right, 90% off clearance. When they change their seasons at any of the Plato stores, and those are a nationwide store, sometimes there's more than one location, which we have two. I have one in the Memphis area and then one in South Haven, Mississippi, just over the state line. And I like to go in there on their clearance days. What they do is they ask that you bring in bags, which I usually take white garbage bags, just kitchen garbage bags with me. They ask you to fill the bag up, and that way they don't have to try and bag it with their product and things like that. You bring those in, you fill up anything that has a yellow sticker on it, and I'll show you what those look like in just a minute. All of the yellow sticker items are the things that are the outgoing season. So right now, this is October, and they're entering their fall and winter season, and they're taking on different consignment pieces and buying outright. And so they're going to be clearing their shelves after today. Used to, they would do like a 2-day sale. They would do 90% off on Saturdays, and then they would run a 50-cent item. They would pull everything off and overnight, and then you would come back in on Sunday, and everything was 50 cents. Some things, were less than that the day before, so you have to kind of watch that. But now they've got it to where they only do it on a 1-day sale, so it's everything that I paid for. I've got my receipt here, a huge amount of items. You can see the receipt is about a 3-foot receipt. Let's see. It tells how many items. I don't think I counted up the number of items that was on here. But as you can see on here, you'll have to forgive my nails. I usually have pretty nails. I took my nails off today. I've got to get new ones tomorrow. But I wanted to go on and do this video. As you can see there was a savings of $621.90. Is it right here? And I paid $73.94. And so everything that I got, it was the highest price that was on here. I believe there was one item that was $1.80. There were probably 3 or 4 or 5 items that were $1.40, and most fell within the range of like 30 cents to 60 cents, something like that. Some a little higher, some a little lower. But these were all the items that I got. Let me look again real quick. I don't think there was a number of items on here. Yeah, it doesn't say on here. So I would have to add that up, but it was probably, I want to say it was probably around 40, maybe 45 items, something like that. No, it'd have to be even more than that, I guess. So anyway, your guess is as good as mine. When I start showing them, start counting them. So I figured I would show you this real quickly. I haven't done a haul video in a while, and I have been sourcing like crazy. I got out of the estate business over the last couple of months and pretty much have been just shopping the estates and things like that. So most of the haul videos that I would have would just have, anywhere from 2 to 10 items in it and things like that. So I'm really showing more of the estate sales that I'm doing as far as going as a buyer and yard sales and things like that. Well, today I had a yard sale at my house, and I had that from 8 until 1 o'clock, and I didn't find out about the clearance sale until I already had that planned, and I was so disappointed because I do a whole lot of my sourcing, and especially with this being fourth quarter, I wanted to get some things, that people might be buying for Christmas and things like that, because they do have a little bit of transitional clothing as far as like seasonally. There's some things that have the long sleeves that are lightweight, or they might have party clothes and things like that. Well, I had my yard sale. It was a successful yard sale, and I got rid of some stuff and got prepped for the last of an estate sale that I'm taking care of for a friend, but I'm not taking on any new business. This is something that I do for Becky, and we have an ongoing sale there. And that's where I liquidate a lot of my hard goods and things like that. So I do that between my house and her house. This is pretty much how we're doing it. And then I'm setting up a booth as well. Well, I did that, and then I quick ran and hit 2 or 3 yard sales on the way to Plato's, and I thought, well, I'm going to walk in there and there's not going to be any yellow tags left. Well, it was just full. Apparently, they had a whole bunch of clearance because she said that they had been busy enough. They hadn't been as busy as they usually are. So that was just kind of a serendipity. I got there and I just started filling up bags. And of course, people were saying, well, I wonder what she's doing with everything because I was buying every size under the sun. I wasn't looking at the tags as far as, the prices or anything like that. If it looked good, I put it in the bag. And so I'm going to show you those things real quickly. It'll probably be kind of a long video, but I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible and just kind of show you things real quick so that you can see what I got. And on the first couple, I'll just show you, kind of the price range is what we're looking at. This is what the tags look like. They have the regular tags on there. It is men's and women's clothing, juniors, things like that. And so you're going to see their price. This is what they suggested that it sell for was $14. Okay. And so I paid $1.40 for it. So this was one of the little bit higher priced items that I got. But I buy a lot of the boho type of look. Let's see if I can get this turned around properly. And I'm going to back up. It's the little sheer that you have over the top. Like that. I'm just going to start going through these, so hang on. T-shirt, and like I said, keep in mind everything was $2 or under, and the main price usually was around 60 cents, something like that, per item. Like this one was 30 cents. T-shirt. Star Wars T-shirt. This one says Witness. It's Nike. This one's a zombie survival kit. My son-in-law may end up with that one. A lot of their clothes, the reason I like to buy them there is unless they've gotten shelf worn through their season or off the rack, people trying them on, things like that during the season, they've taken in things that they know have all of the buttons. They aren't torn. They aren't, they don't have cigarette holes in them. They don't have issues by and large, so that if I can go in and I can just pull them off the rack and things like that, I don't usually have to check them really well. No more so than I would if it was at the bin store. I would do a quick check on it. There's Lonnie a shirt. Found one Harley Davidson. I was tickled to find that because I usually sell those pretty well. And like, see, this one was 60 cents. Istanbul turkey. Something like that'll sell. But there were a lot of cute little tops in here. There's a handful that I might keep myself because I do wear a lot of the boho type things like this. I like to wear the retro look. And they have anywhere from like size 0 up to 3XL, I believe. And I don't think I got any 3XL this time, but I have been known to do that. I get a lot of the larger sizes. I didn't get a lot of menswear this time. I don't usually get bottoms. I don't like to list jeans now. I've got photographers that are taking photos for me now, so I'll probably be investing more time and more money into jeans, but I was buying what I didn't mind, taking pictures of and stuff, and I don't like doing jeans. But that might be something I add into my inventory, which I need to. But they're taking my photos right now. I'm paying them 75 cents per item just to take the photos, not to do the listing. I do the listing myself. And what we end up doing, I'll just take a little commercial break here for those that don't know this. For instance, out of these, I'll pull out 50 items, and I'll take all the tags off and everything. I'll take photos, just a quick photo so that I'll know which one it is if I don't get my listing done ahead of time. But the ideal on the Plato clothing is for me to either just set a price and say everything was $2, or whatever, if I can't get to it. But if I want to get a specific price, like I know that it was 60 cents that I've got involved in it and things like that, I would want to do my listings first. But I'll pull out 50 items, basically, is how I do it, whether it's from the thrift store, whether it's from Plato's, whether it's from the bin store, wherever it's from, garage sales or whatever. I'll pull those 50 items out. I will put them in a tote, and then I end up taking like a little flash drive. Like this is one of the little SanDisk ones or whatever. The only thing that my photographer provides is their own camera or their own phone, whichever they want to take photos with. And as long as, the photos are coming out well, I don't really care. They do this around their schedule. One is a homeschooling mom, and so she kind of does it around her school schedule. And the other one has a full-time job as a waitress in a restaurant that I frequent. And so this gives both of them a little bit of money. I pay 75 cents per item, and they'll take anywhere from 8 to 12 pictures. And I don't have them doing the hard goods right now. I'm taking the photos of the hard goods. And so I provided each of them a mannequin, like this mannequin that's back here, that's the hanging half mannequin that's hollow on the back, where they can just flip things over and, do whatever they have to do, whether it's a man, woman. I just get them to do it on the hollow side for the men, so that you don't have the chest, in any of your photos or anything like that, if it's a jersey or something like that. So, you just keep it simple. As long as they're crisp and clear and all of that, I'm getting what I need. They take those photos, they load them onto a flash drive, and so like tomorrow I'm going to my estate. I'm going to pick up a tote of 50 items that I'll be ready to list, and I'll hand her her new flash drive, and we'll keep that cycle going over and over and over. And so it's working really well. They're about every 2 weeks I'm getting a tote from them, at their own pace. So it's working out well for everybody. But I digress. Got this little top. That's cute. That cute. I love the Play-Doh sales. Oh my goodness. Yes, I was really excited about this because I paid. Now I take that back. This one was $3.50. I had forgotten that this one was on there. I did pay $3.50 for this, but everything else was $1.80 and under. I missed this one. I forgot. But this is a coat, and it's so cute, and it's really, really soft. And so I paid $3.50 for that. And this time of the year, this would be terrific to put on. And I'm going to put these on eBay first, and then cross-post them to Poshmark and some to Mercari. Depends on the time factor. Most of my things sell on eBay. This can be a bathing suit cover-up or whatever. And a lot of these are like little wedding-style crossover type things that somebody could wear to an event. We've got party time coming up, holidays and things like that. So I got several other things. I left a lot on the racks, and they donate things. They give it to the AMVETs at the end. So, but things like this, people will be wearing even during the holidays with a little sweater over it and things like that. So I think I got 2 of these, so I'll be able to make a multi-listing. They're both the same size, I believe. And let's see. That one's inside out. Some of these little tops you have to flip around 100 times till you figure out how they go. I thought this was cute, though. A little back on it like that. Pretty colors and things. Being summer colors. These are the type things I got that people are going to be wearing. It's sparkly. This is red. It's hard to tell. I don't have good lighting in here tonight, but you get the gist of it anyway. They do have purses. They do have shoes. I didn't see anything that was dramatic that I would have paid for. So I'll try to skip that part. My new booth, I don't have restrictions on. I can take clothing down there. So some of the more boutique style clothing, I may try and sell it online first, but if it doesn't sell online, I may take it down there and see how it does. Because I've got a rolling rack I can take. And I've got a 16 by 16 booth. and I only pay $50 a month for it, so it's just unreal. I'm taking my 10 by 20 storage that I've got about half empty now. Not quite, almost half empty. And it's my last storage that I'm trying to clear out by the end of the year. And I'm separating those things out and putting some into my eBay to be listed 10 by 20. And then I've got a 10 by 20 that's full of all of my listed items so that I can keep everything separate. And it's just worth it to me to have it in two different ones like that, because I buy out entire estates and things. I still do that if it's something that's profitable enough for me. And so I need to have a place that I can maneuver. That's cute. So on the bottom, they're pretty, so feminine. But I'm working on getting this other one cleaned out. And once it's cleaned out, at $50 a month instead of $125 a month, it's cheap, to put it, even though I've got to drive about 40 minutes to get to my booth. I'm just sourcing all the way down, pricing things, even if it's the things that I just picked up, but taking things with me, pricing it while I'm in the booth down there, and it's open Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. And it's right off of the expressway, so it's got a real good draw from people going back and forth to New Orleans and the beach and everything else and coming back into Memphis. So it's in a good place. And I'm just sourcing things, taking it down there, putting it right in the booth. While I was there the other day, I had taken one little small load down, not hardly anything. It was mostly my tables and stuff, and I had a handful of things sitting out. And I went back for my second day, which was actually my first day of my main stocking out. And I wasn't there 2 hours, and I'd already made my booth fee back from one of the other vendors. He had bought several things. So I'm in the black, so to speak, for the month. And it's what is this? This is the 6th, so that would have happened on the 4th. All you people that watch my videos that are not clothing vendors, I apologize. All you're going to see is that, and I've got a little bit of jewelry. I can show you. I also got it at Plato's. See, this is one of the little zippered crossover ones. This is $1.20. It's what I paid for it. It's got the little zipper back on it. Warm. Somebody that's a runner in the winter. There's the other one that was like that one that I had. As you can tell, I kind of lean towards the hippie look, a lot of it. But I sell a lot of that, and if it's selling right now, that's what I need to buy. And like eyeshadow brand and stuff like that, or the Win-Win brand, I sell a lot of that stuff. Young girls buy it, and I price it right, and I'll put it in there for a while. And I've started doing auctions again on eBay and moving things out. If I've only got 30 to 60 cents in it, and I set my price at $5.99, and it sells at $5.99 plus shipping, because I do charge shipping, I just figure that's a win. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of time on it. Even if I had my photographers to take the pictures and all of that, working all of that into it, and my time and gas to go get it. Isn't that cute? That's just cute. Put the words dance and party and stuff like that in my keywords. Tank dress. I've got a very colorful pile going on back here. Let's see, how's this one go? interesting. I didn't even notice it was like that. I was like, yeah, that's cute. Let's take it. 80 cents. Yeah. That's one bag. Got another bag left. This one has the jewelry in it, so I'll show you those real quickly. It doesn't get all tangled up. It was a mess this time. They usually leave it on the pegs, and they didn't. They put it in big, it was a knotted mess. They put it in all these bowls and things like that, and I looked at the Andrew, I said, don't do that again. And she takes my advice. I said, please don't do that again. I said, it'd be better if you just laid it out somewhere if you had to pull it off of there. But little tri bracelets. Some of these are stretchy. Some may go to Lorelai, my granddaughter, but like 30 cents, you know, for the little bracelets. This is cute. I think this is cute. See, that was 30 cents. Little choker. My granddaughter doesn't, she's 10. She doesn't have any chokers right now, and I'm thinking that's probably going to end up with her. That'll be something different for her. It's flopped all over, but you get the drift. I feel naked without my fingernails. That's where I'm kind of like Samson. That's where my strength is my fingernails. I've got the heater on. My feet are cold. It was warm today, but I came inside, and I don't know if I got a little sunburned or what. But see, like this one, Designs du Jour, their price, which is not Plato's, but whoever, $28. And I got it for 40 cents. Yeah, trying to do it fast, and that's not happening, is it? See, like that? Isn't that cute? It's got a little stone in the middle of it. I tried to unwind one that was a peacock, and I just got so frustrated I put it back down. And I was like, there's no way. But I did pull this one out, the little Eiffel Tower, 40 cents. And then this one didn't have a tag on it. And I said, how much does this look like? And she said, $3 originally. I said, okay, I'll take it, 30 cents. I may keep this one. I know. I don't need to keep stuff. Goodness gracious, I got all kinds of stuff. But it's kind of, it looks, it's not, but it looks like turquoise and things like that. So those were cute. So I got those. Back to my bag. I got so much stuff around, I'm bumping everything. All right, let's fly through this one a little bit. Long time, 22 minutes. I need to step it up. This is cute, little dance dress. And a layered dress. It's cute. It's all cute. I don't even need to say that. It's all cute. The only thing I'm not liking, and I'm going to ask them if they really, really, really have to do it, I'm not liking that they're putting PC for Plato's Closet on there. At first, I thought somebody else was doing that, you know, marking their own things to go to Plato's. It's like, no, they're marking it. And I just don't like that because I can't sell something as new with tags if it's got that on there. Cute little sleeve, isn't that cute? I wish I was young again. I'd wear all that stuff. I'm young for my age. Look how fancy schmancy that is. Cute. Goodness gracious. Let's see, what else we have? This one has like the little belt that clamps on the back. And see, they're all clean. They have to be clean when they're brought in there, so they're clean as far as like have been laundered. Cute. Like, see something like this, the dress. She asked me when I got up there, the manager was the one checking me out. She knows me. I mean, just from shopping there. And she said, oh, she said, did you leave any dresses? She got a lot of dresses this time. I said, yeah, I didn't get any dresses last time. I had none. But this has got the built-in bra in it. Gathered on the back. Now you'll notice in this load, a lot of these are smaller sizes, like small, medium. I've got some larges in there. I think I've got one or two extra larges, but for the most part, it's small, medium, and then some larges. On the men's, most of them are medium. This one's a small, but most of them are medium and large on those. They didn't have a lot of plus size. They probably would have if I'd been able to go first thing this morning. So I told her, I said, well, I don't know if I got blocked out of the list. I was on the email list, and she said, they're buying, somebody's buying us out, and she said that's going to all change. And she said they're going to redo all of that and revisit all the social media and all of that. So I thought this was cute, real cute. So because I happened to see somebody post that they were going to have this sale, and I'd already planned my yard sale, and it was like, I need to be fussy old lady or anything. That's how I make a living off of stuff like this. So, got this. This is Redhead brand. Now this is a 2XL, and it's got tags. It's a fishing vest. But see, they've put that PC on it there. And so even though it's got tags, I could do new other, I guess, on eBay. Or just ignore it and go. This one's the limited. Let's see, this one's inside out. This is a long, slinky black dress. It'd be good for the holidays, like for New Year's Eve or something. This, that's like a little culotte skirt. Not skirt really, because it doesn't have the front on it. Got a handful of those. I think I got 2 or 3 of those in all of this little dress. I like the basic black. You know, if I can get black sells, black and white sells. You have to be creative with your photographs a lot of times, but that will definitely sell. All right, this is a jigsaw puzzle dress. I like it when Lorelai straightens these out before I ever have my video. She says, no, Gigi, it goes this way. I'm like, okay. This is cute. It's got a little peekaboo. Alright, in the middle. Dress. Flowers. A lot of these are summery, you know, but they will sell. I'll just raise my prices by so much of a percent when it gets to be, when the next sale happens. It's usually like the end of January, 1st of February, or whatever will be the fall and winter sale, where they'll do this again. A cold shoulder one here. It's cute. And when they do that, then I'll go back on some of these listings, and I'll just do it as a basic price right now, but then I'll raise my price because I'll be able to get some more money for them when they're of the season. This is American Rag. But see, something like this is a now thing. So, $1.20. Oh my goodness. Long video. Sorry. This has got little pockets on the front. Another little dance strip style dress. Party stuff. My arms hurt. I'm tired. I've been pulling around on things all day today. My kids took me to an escape room last night for a belated birthday. My birthday's in May. But by the time that we could all get together and all of this kind of stuff, to where we could have kids, the little kids somewhere, and, you know, just a variety of things, I said, let's go now. They took me and we actually got out. My kids have come close to getting out before. They've done um, several of them. I don't know. And they're really, really smart, and they work well as a team together. And it's usually just my daughter and son-in-law. I don't think they've ever had anybody else in the room with them. It just didn't happen to have anybody, and it can have up to like 10 people in there. And they've just about gotten out a couple of times, I think down to the last clue or two or something like that, you know, where they had to have a couple of hints or whatever. Well, I used to own a cleaning company. And so I'm standing there in one, and it's supposed to be in a manor, you know, and we're supposed to solve the mystery and blah, blah, blah. And this woman has died in there and all this. And so we're finding some different things, and I'm pointing out some details, you know, because that's what my company was based on, was knowing all the details and, you know, getting white glove cleaning done and all this kind of stuff. So I'm good at things like that. And that's why they thought it would be fun to do that with me. So I'm standing there, and finally I said, did anybody lift up the rug? It was this big area rug right in the middle. I said, did anybody lift up the rug? Well, no, you know, something. Like, I meandered over there and I pulled it up and I didn't see anything. And I said, do you see anything on your end? My daughter, she pulls it up and she said, oh, it's a trap door. I said, I found the best clue. It was funny. And it was the best clue. But for those that live in Memphis, I'm not going to say any more. I'm not supposed to reveal that. But we actually got on their Facebook site and they took pictures of us and everything that we escaped. Then they took me to Hibachi. And we had a marvelous dinner, and I ate half of it yesterday and had a continuing birthday dinner today and ate the rest of it for dinner today. So I didn't have to cook today, which was good since I was working all day. It's like, what weekend? I don't have weekends. Altered states, that has tags. I get a lot of new tags there. People buy stuff and then they're like, I don't think I like that after all. Cute little dance style. This is like a vegan leather. Fake leather. In other words, vinyl. What are you doing? Right in the clothing. Anyway, that would fit like a teeny tiny. We don't have teeny tinies in our family. We have farm girls. I think they used to call that sturdy. Whatever that means. Can't blow us over by going. This one, so this is this time of the year, and they look cute with leggings and stuff. It's so cute. They're soft. Nice and soft. Like jammies. Two more. Have you hung with me? This one, this is interesting. See, it's got a peekaboo back. That's cute. Reminds me of Twiggy. Now hold in my hand the last piece. That little piece And for instance, that was $1.20. And for a who brand, we don't know brand. It's got a brand down in there. I won't search for it. So I got those. And I got a handful of other jewelry. One of them on Bible for $2.09 at Plato's. Got these at the yard sale. Of course, it's written in and things like that, a little bit. But it's got the plate photos and things, so that'll sell, for quite a bit more. And then I found some 50-cent jewelry that I won't dig through because the video is plenty long enough. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was good to be back to have a haul video. I haven't done one of those in a while. And keeps the arm muscles, going and all of that kind of stuff. So if you will, like and subscribe, join my channel again, and I will be back soon. Happy junking.